Good morning, everybody. This is Vince with Listings to Leads. How are you? Happy Monday. Do me a favor. I see a bunch of people on the call here today. We're going to talk. This is our onboarding call for our new clients. So please, in the comments panel, let me know how long you've been with us. And if you would, how did you find us? Curious how that all happened. I'm Vincent Meza. If you're new to us, you'll see a lot of my partner, Scott, and I. We do a lot of live training 5 days a week about listings to leads, but this is an onboarding call. So it's really for all of our new clients. And let's talk about what we do, right? So I'm going to skip over those videos. We're going to come back to those in a minute. Really what we're here for is we're here to make realtors' lives a lot easier when it comes to marketing, social media, marketing your listings, and getting more buyers and getting more seller leads. Okay. We do this with print. We do it with social media. We do it with paid ads. We do it with email. Everything that we do, if you look at like our list of tools, they all have call to actions. And that's really the big difference. And many of you are from some of the big national brands. They usually have your branding sorted out. They don't have your lead capture sorted out. And that's why clients come to us, because we have a lot of ways to do that. So on the left-hand side, you see all the ways we have of helping market, capture leads. On the right-hand side, we have a lot of tools to help you convert those leads into business. And that's actually a really important part of it. So I see some responses here. Let's see. John just signed up. Oh yeah, I think we spoke this morning. Nancy, your office, what company is that? What office are you with? And Kathy, you're from an office in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Which office is that? I set up the office accounts around the country, everybody. So if you need help with that, email me at Vince at Listings to Leads. And Amy has had access, but hasn't really gotten into it. So welcome here, Amy. Glad. Oh, Premier South. Yes, I know them, Nancy. Yeah. And Sophia, we just spoke. Glad you're here. You've been on our trial, just started my paid account. Okay, good. Home Smart. Yes. Okay. So as we get into the system, I want everybody to, if you're writing anything down, please write these things down. These are I think 4 things that you need to be doing now to build up your 2026. One is Facebook ads. I'll show you how you do that. 2 is working expireds. Expireds is just exploding over here. Our clients are getting listings all over the place. I'm going to be talking a lot about that. Open house marketing. And it's funny, there's a lot of realtors that don't like to do open houses. You need to do open houses with our system because you're going to get more listings. So if you want more listings, you want to be working our expireds and our open house system. Now we actually have a lot going on with expireds, and we also do a couple of open house, getting involved with our listing presentation. That's actually when you start engaging and capturing seller leads. You can get seller leads for mailing a nearby homeowner letter or just sold postcards. You could get seller leads from running a sold ad on Facebook. You could also be working the expireds. All of those, you want to leverage our listing presentation. So those are the 4 things that I want everybody to walk away with, is that you know that you can run ads on Facebook. You know that the top source of leads for sellers, getting sellers, is actually going to be expireds, and then open houses in our listing presentation. Okay. Joan, you're new. Oh, I think we spoke, Joan. I think we spoke also. So welcome everybody. I'm glad you're all here. I want to point out, we added some new videos to the front page, and really these are all tied to the story of expireds. And this young lady here, JG at the top, she's been out of high school for 3 years and an agent for just over 1, and has 4 listings in 6 weeks, leveraging our listing presentation and reaching out to expired. The gentleman down here on the left, John Summers, I think he's got 2 or 3 listings now from just leveraging our expireds. I want to point out that all 3 of these people, and Scott over here, he's an experienced 20-year veteran in real estate, and he's got like 2.7 million added to his production in 3 days. Now, Scott's interesting over here because he likes to door knock. And if you're looking at my screen of me, we actually have a printable version of our listing presentation, particularly for expireds. And that, I think all of these people, all three of these are using this because it's helping them close them. There's also an electronic version. And I know that JJ here uses the electronic version. So you'll want to be able, I'll show you where you get that. Okay. But inside, as soon as you log in, you're going to see that there are two links that we are hosting 5 business days, right? 5 days a week, 7 a.m. Pacific, and then 4 p.m. You don't have to be on every one, but join us. You may need to be there once or twice or 3 times until you get everything that you understand it, that you know what to do to go out and get expired. Now, this link right here actually will bring you to the page where you can order these. And there is a setup. There's an $80 setup, which we want to make sure you like how it looks before you order. And once you're okay, then you can order them here in bulks and groups of 10. Okay. For either the standard listing presentation or expired or even canceled in FSBOs, a lot of clients are using them for all of those. So that's all right on the jump page. And then this here is our private group. This is a clickable link here, which will get you here. And this is the working area for our clients who are working on expires. Okay. So you want to be involved in these pages. Between this page and doing the classes that you can sign up for on our jump page here, this is going to get you in the space and totally know what you're doing. And I think that our expired marketing is going to be your top source of listings next year. Now, the second best source has been for most of the year, open house marketing, and that's inside the system. And we'll talk a little bit about that, but we do have a dedicated kind of class about it. One thing I want to get into first, though, is up here on the top, it says marketing calendar. And on this calendar, there are activities for every day of the week, right? And some of those activities are free and some of them are paid, some are print and some are email. But here you'll notice Mondays are all about listing marketing. So how do you market a listing? Tuesdays are marketing sold or pending listings because those are going to get you seller leads. And Wednesday is always back and forth buyer seller with our PDF guides. So you each have 80 PDF guides in your account, and you definitely want to be finding the ways of using those. Over here, Thursday, Friday, these are like niche marketing and landing pages that we have built for you. So whatever day it is that you want to do it, you click in here, you'll notice that there's a checklist, there's deep instructions on how to do it. And then right here, this will take you to the tool that you need to go actually act and do the market. The real reason I want to get you here, since you're all new, is this tab here that says resources. We have our own YouTube channel. This call, by the way, is being recorded and will be on the YouTube channel probably later today. We also have our own mastermind group. The one I showed you here is really for expireds, but I think this one here, give me a second, is our mastermind group, which is more general, but it is a private group. And I highly recommend that everybody spends, 15, 20 minutes in here. It's where Scott and I talk about what's going on. It's also where our clients, I notice Leo here is showing us that he's using and how that's working. But you're going to see a lot of us talking, a lot of our clients and us talking about expired marketing because it's getting so many results right now. So definitely get in here and check this out on the map. And you can get there from the marketing calendar and mastermind group. Now, here's where our live classes are. You can also find it at leadgenwebinars.com. But let's go look at YouTube. Now, this is the videos page, right? And I want to point out a few things. Right here is Scott Murray. He's on our homepage. He likes to door, and he has a really great way of doing it. I highly recommend you watch that video. If you're going to door knock with our guides here that you can order, he's just got an awesome way of doing it. Down here, this lady, she was a new client. She signed up. It's been a couple weeks now. And she is a new realtor as well. I think she's only been in license for 1 year and just got a listing lead, found us on the internet And I got on the phone with her and we set up her listing presentation. And then the very next day, presented and won her listing. So our listing presentation is very powerful, even if you're not like super experienced realtor. If you keep going down here, you're going to see the long call, about 11 minutes. JJ, again, she's a new agent. She just reaches out. She finds expireds in her MLS. She's from a small town in Iowa, and she's got 4 listings in 6 weeks. This gentleman down here, John, has a really great phone call message. He likes to phone call, and then he just asks to meet them. And there's a lot of strategy in these calls. So you definitely want to watch these. I think that's a good place to start. And I will send this to everybody right now since we're chatting. I'll put it here in the link. And let's see if you get it now. I would definitely recommend checking those out. Okay. Before we go deeper into the system, let's talk about how you set it up, right? What happens when you sign up? So when you go to our homepage, you go to the bottom, you can sign up as an agent down here. You'll notice it's $95 a month, no setup. Start your free trial. It's going to ask for your name and email. And then the next page is going to ask for your credit card, which we hold for 2 weeks, and then we'll charge at the end of 2 weeks. You'll notice my contact information is down here on the right. If you need a team account or a broker account, you can always reach out to me and I can help you there. But once you put in your credit card, then it's going to drop you into a wizard. Okay. And that wizard is how you set up your account. And it looks like this. Okay. Now mine has my picture in it, but yours won't. So you want your headshot and you put that in there. If you need any of these fields filled out, then fill those in. If you don't, just leave them blank. The next page asks for your logo, right? We've also got the palettes for many of the national brands here. So the color scheme that you need is already built into the system. Okay. If you're not on that list, you can customize your colors to work with your branding. Obviously, your logo is going to be there. If you need any of this information, add it. If not, just here's where it starts to get important. Connect your Facebook business page, connect Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter or X and Google Business. And if you have YouTube, connect it. We're going to auto post your listings to your social media accounts for free. We put some pictures there. We put some text there. We put a landing page behind it. So you can actually capture free leads with. If you do have a YouTube channel, we do create a virtual tour automatically from your photos that come in from the MLS, and we will auto post it to our channel. But if you connect to your channel, we're going to put it there as well. And then if you go to the next page, we say, hey, connect Facebook. And this is so you can do Facebook ads. Okay. And I'll show you how to run the ad in a minute, but you'll connect and it'll say connect as you with your name, but then it'll only really run ads off of your business. If you keep going, there's a section here, which is for social media content. And a lot of people get confused here because we've already asked you to connect to these, but this is different software. So definitely connect to Facebook. It's growing Instagram accounts. You can connect to Twitter. It's also adding SEO juice to Google Business. So our clients are noticing that their Google Business pages are migrating to page 1 on local real estate searches. So I don't know where all of you are, what city you're in, but if you have Google Business, which we definitely recommend having, you're going to, when you connect all that, you can then tell us how many days a week you want us to post. And there's a bunch of topics. All of these topics have multiple articles underneath it, dozens. And so you can add these, you can add some quotes here, inspirational stuff, outdoor living stuff, home maintenance stuff. And even our PDF guides are auto posted with landing pages so people can download those, right? This all goes automatically to your social media accounts throughout the year. All right. And so definitely take advantage of that. So at this point, we've got your headshots, we got your logos, we've got your social media connected for auto posting. Now here, this is how we're going to auto sweep your listing. So make sure you've got the email address that's in your MLS here. Sometimes that's not your daily working emails. Make sure you got the right one in there. And then I will take now and then save that. And then you can connect your CRM. We have APIs from a lot of the top companies out there, but we also have our own drip campaigns that are actually very powerful. And the reason why I say this is they actually get in the inbox And they also get opened at a very high rate. And we know from talking to agents that they're actually closing appointments too. And that's really what a drip campaign should do. Definitely use that. Here, we help you import your reviews from Google and Zillow and Testimonial Tree. Just click the button and use the right email address, and you'll be good to go. We'll start pulling them in. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. So let's go back and get into the account. And let's talk about, remember the 4 things that I think you should all be thinking of. And that is Facebook ads, and that's listing presentation. So let's get back into the account. What happened there? All right. So let's go to listings here, and let's talk about 2 of those things. And that's the listing presentation and Facebook ads, right? So if I click on listings, you'll notice there are 4 tabs here, and listing presentation is right here. And this is the flipbook version. And this is actually really good. And you can make a unique one of these for a particular home. And that's, if you remember the call I was mentioning up on YouTube with JJ, she actually creates these for one home and she texts them to the people. And that's how she's getting 4 listings in 6 weeks. This is already sitting in your account. Okay. It's got your headshot, it's got your logo, and it's got your color scheme. Okay. And as you go through this, and you want to go through this, this actually sells the listing itself. We've had a number of calls from people, from agents, saying that people are literally asking, where do I sign? Right? You don't even have to ask them, are you ready? They are ready to go once you walk them through this. Okay. So this generic listing presentation, which is branded to you, is sitting inside of your account right now. Okay. So you can use that one, but you can also create your own. So if I go to listings, you'll see all of my listings in here, and you'll notice that I have one here for a canceled property, and I have another one for an expired property. Now, the thing about that is we don't publish this, right? We don't really make a lot of marketing tools, but what we are doing is creating a listing presentation in a printable format here, and also in a flipbook format here. So this is for one home. Okay. And when you create this, you actually put the homeowner's name in there, and you put the address in there, and you put a picture of the home. So you'll see here, prepared for Jane on Main Street, right? And this is the same listing presentation that I just showed you, but it's not random generic photos of homes. It's their home. And you can say, hey, I do paid ads on Facebook and Instagram, and your home's going to look like that, right? I do social media marketing. I'm going to create a YouTube video. You're not saying that Listings to Leads is doing this all automatically for you. You're just saying this is what I bring to the table when I sell a home. And what's really great, and what we hear time again and again from agents, is that when you stop on this page right here with mobile marketing, just pause and say, hey, while we're here at the kitchen table, why don't you, homeowner, take a picture of that QR code and watch what happens. So what happens is their home pops up on their phone on a mobile optimized website. This page right here is what's closing it. I see questions, so I'm going to take a second. And if you have questions, please put them in. What home is she marketing? I assume it's random expired listing. No. So when JJ is doing it over here, and this is the young lady who has 4 listings in 6 weeks, you can see the longer call here. It's about 11 minutes. She actually creates a listing. So let me show you how you do that. You go to the listings page and you go add listing, and you're going to manually do this. And you can do this for expireds. You can do this for canceled, and you can do this for FSBOs, but you're going to do it as a listing presentation or as expired, and or canceled or FSBO. All of these options are going to create a flipbook listing presentation for that home. So you put in the seller's name, beautiful home in whatever town, the address, and you have one photo. And agents are getting photos from either like Google Street Views, or maybe they'll go grab one from the MLS, or maybe they'll just go take their smartphone and take a picture of the front of the house, which is the safest way to do it, right? And then you upload it, and that one photograph of the home is now embedded in the listing presentation. That's how you do it. Did you follow that, Cameron? So that's why there is a picture of their home on every page of this. And you're basically letting them know this is how I'm going to be doing it. So definitely, I think you want to use this when you're reaching out to FSBOs, when you're reaching out to canceled or expired, or if you get a seller lead, maybe you go run an ad on Facebook and you get a seller lead, right? Now you have a very compelling tool to get to them. Okay. So let's go back to the listings page and let's talk about creating Facebook ads. Okay. We now know a little bit about expireds. You definitely want to watch those 3 calls on YouTube because how you approach an expired it's a little bit unique and you want to do that the right way. So I've got a home here that has an open house. So let's run a Facebook ad. Okay. And the fastest way to get buyer leads is doing what I'm doing right here. Click on Facebook and Instagram ad. Now in the wizard, remember on the setup wizard, we connect your Facebook ad account, right? So when you click here, it's going to say sponsored by your business page right there, right? And this ad, our default setting is $35. We really recommend a minimum of $50 budget. Many agents are running 50, 75, and $100 ads. And really the kind of home it is, you might want to add more budget. But let's just talk about a $50 ad. What happens when you run a $50 ad on Facebook for buyers? That ad will be seen probably by 1 to 2,000 people. Okay. In a 7-day period. All right. Now, if this would open on Saturday, I might say open on Saturday. And you could also put the time, but I kind of want to point out a little bit of what's going to happen here. Like I said, it's going to be seen by 1 to maybe even 3,000 people. And if it is on Saturday, you might want to hit this end button and make sure it ends on Saturday after the event, because otherwise it's going to run for 7 days. And make sure it says PM, and that will end on that open house. Usually we will tell you, don't put the address in here, don't put the time, because that's why you want them to click and capture the lead. So here's something, and let me ask you, have all of you run ads on Facebook before? And just give me a yes or no, because a lot of agents have run ads on Facebook and they haven't really had any real success. And that's understandable because there's so many options on Facebook that there's a lot of ways to waste your money. Okay. But when you're using our software, there are very few options. And our options are designed to get you name, email, and phone number with every lead. So that's why you want to be running ads in here and not boosting on Facebook and not running ads inside of Facebook, because we make it very easy. And I'm going to click on this button, not because you need to, but you might want to. You see this button here, it says create new form. This is why our clients love our platform for Facebook. It's going to ask your name, email, and phone number. I don't know if you can see, it says full name, email, and phone number. But when the person clicks on it, their ad, that form right there is filled out automatically. Okay. And let me explain. So it looks like half of you have run ads, and some people say, yeah, and no success, and others have not. So we've been doing this for 16 years. Okay. And we have a lot of ways. We've been capturing leads for 16 years. And I can tell you, nobody wants to be typing in their phone number and even an email address on a web page that's just randomly floating on the internet. You may know this for yourself. You just are not going to put your phone number out there, right? There's way too many scams out there. But when it's on Facebook and they click on the ad, this window pops up and it says, would you like that information? Maybe about an open house, maybe your free home value, maybe you want to download a PDF guide. Would you like that? And this blue button says, yes, submit my info. So that information is automatically pulled from their profile. Nobody is typing anything in. They just have to click yes. Now we do have some TCPA language here. And then we say, great, go get your information, go view the listing. Okay. So that's why our Facebook ad software is awesome. Your leads are coming with name, email, and phone number. Okay. Now I want to point this out to you. These are always default: full name, email, and phone number. But also we're going to have, would you like the free ultimate guide? It's a PDF guide that's branded to you about how to buy a home. But we've been adding some questions here at the bottom, and you might like these too. What's your desired maximum monthly rent? What's important in your next home? And these are like drop down questions that you can just turn on and turn off. Okay. Just like that. And you click create form, and that's going to be the form that's embedded behind your ad. All right. So definitely take advantage of that. Now, I will say this, and I mentioned this, like you might want to put the address in there. You can test it. You really want more people to come through the open house. When you think of it this way, if you don't put the address there, you want to realize when you run a $50 ad for an open house, the average cost of these leads is somewhere between $3 and $3.50 each. Okay. So let's say it's $3 a lead, and you'll know on the second day, because Facebook has got inside the system, it's telling you how much the leads are costing. But if it's $3 a day, then you divide 3 into 50 and you would expect what, like 16 leads, right? But this is seen by well over 1,000 people. So if you put the address in there and the time, maybe more people just write it down, right? So you might want to test that out. But usually we don't say that, but I know like I was talking with a client last week and they had very little time. They signed up late, they needed to get the open house out. I'm like, put the address in there, just see how that works for you, right? So that's important, running the ad. Another reason why open houses are important is this letter right here called the Nearby Homeowner Letter. And I'll download it. You want to print up 50 or 100 of these and door knock the neighborhood during the week. This is called a Nearby Homeowner Letter because it's designed to help the neighbors get their home value, right? It's branded to you. It says, I got an open house this weekend. That affects your home value. Go here to get your free home value. Okay. So we've created this landing page. It's automatically sitting in your account for you. All right. You can even host open houses on borrowed listings. If you're a new agent, you might not have your own listings. And this would be your fastest way to get listings, is to go to your colleagues and say, hey, would anybody like me to sit at their open house? You pull in their listing into your account. You print off 50 of these. You go door knock. Maybe it's 100. You go door knock and let the neighbors know that you're having an open house. You've also got an open house sign-in form, which looks like this, and you can click on it here. And it's got a couple of questions. Answer these, give us your email. We're going to send you a mobile optimized website on this particular open house. So just ask for their feedback there. Okay. There's some other tools, like we've got a really awesome video here that we really recommend all of you get on YouTube. So you can download it here. It's a 100+ marketing plan. It's the long version. So remember, in the open house, we've asked you to door knock the letter and let the homeowners in the neighborhood know that you're having, who's going to walk through that open house from the neighborhood? Somebody who's probably thinking of selling a home. So this video, you'll find it on YouTube. You can download it and put it on your own channel. Sorry, you don't have to play the funky music, but you want this. If there's a smart TV, you want this running in the house. If there is no smart TV, maybe have it running on your laptop, because this is getting conversations happening with our clients all over the country. So you've taken the Nearby Homeowner Letter to get homeowners into the house. You run the Facebook ad to get the buyers in the house. And now you're showing everybody on hopefully a big, large screen TV what you do to sell a home. Okay. This is why open house marketing has been one of the top sources of getting seller leads all year long, right? That's going to help you get more listings. Even if you are borrowing the listing, right? You go over to listings, and let me just show you. You can say add listing and grab listing, and you just need to do that again. You just need to drop the zip code and MLS ID. Turn this off if it's not your listing, and that'll pull in the listing. And then you'll have the Nearby Homeowner Letter. You can run the ads, everything like that. Okay. So that's a little bit of like open house marketing. Don't forget, we do have a live training class on that. And definitely you want to join that. But notice I've got a property here that's sold. Okay. This is the fastest way. I'm going to show you right now how to get seller lead. Run an ad on that sold property on Facebook. Okay. And there is a different cost. Remember when I said a buyer lead cost about $3 each? Seller leads cost about $7 each. that price is set by Facebook. It's not set by us over here. Okay. So here I've got a property. It's sold, right? And it says, hey, that home is sold. That affects your home value. Click here for your home value. That's it. Okay. Just create that, hit that button, and you're going to create the ad. It's that easy. And those leads are coming in with name, email, and phone number. And we even, let's just look at here real quickly, just so you understand. Once they give you their contact information here, and we give them the TCPA privacy language there, then we say, great, get your home valuation now. So they click there, they land on that page, and that, if you recall, is going to land them right on this page, and they can give you their address. So if you get the lead first, just the contact information, and they don't give you the address, just reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed that you were looking for your home value. We didn't get your address. Can you send it to me and I'll get it to you? And once they do that, just drop in the address, they click that button and drop in their email, and this will automatically kick out their home valuation and update them once a month with the new value. You, of course, are going to have the leads inside of your system. Okay. So running sold ads is one of the cheapest ways of getting seller lead. Also, and this is a little bit trickier, you can run ads on pending or under contract homes. The same language says, hey, that's going to affect your home value once it closes. And so you might want to test out running an ad on a pending or sold under contract. So that's it there. Notice I've got a listing presentation and a FSBO and expired and canceled. These all have those unique flipbook presentations. So definitely be thinking, and it's funny, I talk to realtors every day of the week, and a lot of realtors, they've been experienced. I feel like the experienced real estate agents don't like open houses. Many of them just don't want to do an open house. And that's because they haven't done them with our system. And so they're sitting there and one or two or three people walk in. That's not a good use of your time. You know that, right? But when you're running ads and you're putting a nearby homeowner letter and you've got your signs and your whatever, your balloons out front, you're going to have more people in your open houses. And now with our tools, you're going to have you're going to have discussions with homeowners. They are going to want to know more about what you're doing. So here I was trying to open up the flipbook for my listing presentation here, but it's taking too long. So let's get out of here. So what were we talking about? Let's see. It's 11:30. We talked about how to run ads. We talked about what you can do with expireds and using our listing presentation. Let's talk about this section over. There's a couple of other areas that I want to kind of dive in a little bit deep on, and that's social content. The social content I showed you is where we did that on the setup wizard. But if you want to learn more about this, I want you to understand this, because I do know a lot of agents, they set it up in the beginning and they're like, oh, I don't like all that information. I just want some of it. So go here on social content, and you can see your settings for the time frame. Like my internet is bogged down. Do I sound okay to you on the call here? If you could say yes or no, I'd appreciate it. So when you come to social content, again, you can connect your social media accounts. You tell us how many days a week you want us. I definitely recommend Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. And then here are the topics. And so if you've got too many or too few, make sure you can add them here. If you click the eyeball here, you can see all the articles that we've written, right? You can turn off those things, but I don't think people really want to go through and read every one of these and turn them. Just choose the overall topics. But this is just letting you know there's this is what's giving Google Business some SEO juice. So definitely do use that. I do want to mention, we talked about sweeping your client reviews in, and we actually have a website that has all of your reviews. Okay. So once you've added your reviews, and we can auto sweep them from Zillow and Google, you actually have a website, and let's look at it here, which has all your reviews. all of your listings. Let's just go look. All your reviews are here. Our listing presentation is here. People can download it for free as long as they give you their contact information. Our landing pages are here. Your PDF guides are here. Again, you can download this for free. Just answer a couple questions and you can download it. So I think your home, this is by Shauna. You should actually copy this hyperlink, take it over to Facebook and share it there and tag your client. Okay. So just in case you don't know what that means, let's just do a little bit. We'll go real quickly. So whenever you go to Facebook and it says what's on your mind, just paste this link. Okay. And you definitely want to write some language on it. Say, hey, Sally, go enjoy your home. And it was great working with you, all that. And tag them. You see this blue button down here? You can actually tag them if you're friends with them. But the reason why you want to tag them, let me just type this. And thanks for you can write whatever you want there. But when you tag them, this is not a paid ad. This will stay on Facebook until you delete it. But all their friends and family are going to see this on Facebook, their friends and family and colleagues. And if you like referrals, it's a lot nicer to get your leads from people who actually know your clients, right? So just share that, make sure you tag them there. And that's a real smart thing to do with our review page. So let's go back into listings and talk a little bit more about what we do there and what you want to be thinking of when you're using our listing marketing. So we are going to auto post. We already mentioned that. We're going to auto post that over to social media for you. So you don't have to do that. You do want to click the Facebook thing there and button and run an ad on Facebook for sure. That just takes a couple seconds. I have, let's go back and mark listing here on this open house. If you've had a lot of leads in your CRM, you'll notice that we have something here that says e-flyer for your database. Okay. So you can copy that here with the signature and notice that this e-flyer got the open house time, 1, 2, 3 links are going to take them to a page to become a buyer lead. And then it's going to say that affects your home value. And you can go here or here and you're going to become a seller lead. And then even in your signature, get your home value and see my reviews. This is all about lead capture, right? So if you're sitting on hundreds or thousands of leads in your CRM, copy this with the signature and take it to that and blast those people, right? We actually have e-flyer for your database on every landing page and all 80 of your PDF guides. So you literally have a year's worth of email that can capture leads for you. Definitely take advantage of that. And I'm going to go back. And you remember we were talking about, this is the first listing presentation that's in there. I want to tell you that one of our clients just recently, I think he has 2,000 leads or 1,000 leads in his CRM, right? And he took, I think a couple hundred of them that he knew were seller leads. And he copied this hyperlink right here to the cover page and emailed it to them and said, hey, if you're thinking of selling, check out my listing presentation. Really simple email. He has 17 conversations going on now with people from just sending one email because this is so compelling. So I want you to really think about this, like leveraging this listing presentation, either for FSBOs or work your CRM with it, things like that. Because people, who are thinking of selling, that is just winning the conversations all the time. Now, we mentioned landing pages earlier, but I do want to talk a little bit more about this. You can actually create unlimited landing pages in your account. And we make this easy for you. You just click create landing page and you choose what kind of landing page do you want. Do you want a landing page? Do you want a list to avoid foreclosure? You can even create custom ones for buyers or sellers. But I actually have a few built. So let's look at that real quickly. So I actually have one here for expired listings. And what's cool about this is there is a landing page. This is the landing page. Ask a couple questions. Why didn't your home sell? And then you want the free reviews. So we ask for your contact information. The cool thing about that is on marketing tools, you actually can get like a postcard and a door hanger that will drive people to that page. Now, we've talked a lot about expired marketing, and you'll notice that the clients are just straight up reaching out, door knocking, phone calling. But if you want to kind of mail something as well to just get your kind of name up in their thoughts there, here's a door hanger. You can just drop that off, right? You can mail them a postcard maybe the following week. And then on the third or fourth week, or maybe the second or third month, that's when you call them and really start engaging them with either the electronic flipbook version or this print version that I have here. That's the whole point. Like, the great thing about expireds for you is these people want to sell their home. And now you have a very awesome way of helping them sell a home. So getting the word out, we give you the tools right here under marketing tools. We also have a similar page for FSBOs, right? It's not exactly similar because it's got different questions. And really the question is, would you like some marketing tools, right? If they say yes, I would. Great. The next page is give us your contact information and then give us a photo so that we can create those pictures. We can create those tools for you. You can also reach out and say, hey, can I take some photos of your place to give you some better marketing tools? The reason people reach out to FSBOs is, I think the average is they will hold it for 2 months before they hand it off to a realtor. So if you're the one giving them free marketing tools, and maybe you say, hey, by the way, here's how I sell a home, and show them this, you're going to end up getting listings from FSBOs as well. That's the whole point of working that. But I do want to point out that a lot of clients like to create multiple instant home value pages, right? Because they might, I don't know where you are, what city you're in, but you might be working in 3 or 4 different cities. You want more listings. So you can create those and you can customize them to create an instant home value for maybe a neighborhood, or maybe it's a city, things like that. So you really customize it, tailor it to that local market. I mentioned that there are 40 of them for buyers and there are 40 of them for sellers. So you can actually run ads on Google with the seller ones, and get high quality seller leads. You can run ads for buyers too. These leads, however, cost more. Remember when we did the open house, we did the sold, those leads cost a lot less. These can cost twice as much. These leads can cost twice as much. So your money doesn't go as far, right? But if you want to, you can do that. But all that being said, now that you know that you have 80 PDF guides, you're branded on every page, your logo, your headshots on every page. Now, if you go to the ads page, you can run ads on Facebook with these, right? Or you can run ads on Google with these. So if I click create a Facebook ad, we know that we could do a listing ad, but let's just do it here and do a PDF guide ad. And you can decide, do I want buyers or do I want sellers? And you just wait for that to come. You choose the one that you want. And I'm going to do downsizing, right? Maybe you're in an area. And if you wait a moment, the photos will pop up so you can see what it looks like. And lead ads means you get name, email, and phone number. Create ad. In this example, everything is automatically done. Okay. They can download immediately. You just type in, where do you want to advertise this? Right. And click create ad. Don't forget, there's some cool advanced option questions in there. If you want to change those questions, you can do that as well. But it's very easy to do this, right? And so definitely take advantage of that when you can. So we've covered a lot here. Let me take a break and have a sip of tea. Do you have any questions right now about anything we've looked at? I don't see any questions, and I think we covered everything. I'm going to just repeat a little bit, okay? There is a mastermind group, our general one, and there's also the expired workshop mastermind group. Definitely get in here, right? Our YouTube channel, spend some time here. This system, if you're new to us, can bring you a lot of business. If you don't know how to use it, it won't do a whole lot. Can we add in our own PDF? Yes, Tim, you can. When you're running an ad, you can upload your own PDF. And in the social content area, you can also add content. And I think you can add a PDF guide there too. But when you're running ads on PDF guides, there's a space to add your own custom one. And yes, you can do that. I want to, Jay Newman, this one here, Stop Ignoring Expired with John Summers. Really important that you watch these. And Scott here, Scott likes to door knock, Scott Murray, really great. All three of those calls are very useful. Notice we do a lot of calls here, and we do our live classes are right here. And I don't know. So you can actually sign up for our live classes here on YouTube as well, but the recordings are here also. So definitely get in here and see what's going on, learn what you can do with our system, and you're going to find that you're getting a lot of listings and a lot of buyers. So I'm going to repeat, I don't see any other questions. If you do have questions, please let me know. Walk out of here with. Run ads on Facebook through our platform. Use our listing presentation. You've seen here, you can use it for FSBOs, expireds and seller leads and canceled. And also, do our open will probably, I'm sure, be your top way of getting more listings next year. So leverage that. I think I saw a number that next month in January, like over $1 billion in January, and get in our classes, get all that together and start reaching out there. All three of those people that I showed you on YouTube, they're all working right now this month, getting seller leads who are not saying they want to sell over Christmas, but they're like, we want to list next year. So they're doing the work now. Yeah, my voice is going in and out. Okay. Got it. Okay. I thought it might be because I was seeing some things happening here, but let me know. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining me today, and get involved with the system. Don't forget, we've got a great support team over here on the left, and definitely use them. When you have a question, get in there. If you need a team account or a brokerage account, email me at vince@listings2leads. I'm happy this. So when you put, the whole team is watching it. So thanks a lot, everybody. I don't see any more questions. Let me know, how we can help. And one more pro tip. One more pro tip. I was talking about Facebook ads, right? And here's the thing. Last year or last month, we had Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is awesome because the food's delicious and you see your friends and family. Well, that's the time when a lot of your competitors take a nap until spring. And because of that, they're not running ads on Facebook, and the lead cost is dropping because there's less competition. We've seen the lead cost get cut in half over the winter months. I've even remember there was one year where lead costs dropped 90%. Okay. And that means you're getting leads for 10 cents on the dollar. I would test out your leads running Facebook ads this month to build your pipeline, hopefully at a really low cost of people who are thinking about buying or selling. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here today. Get in the mastermind group, get on the expired, get your machine running for open houses, and have a great 2026. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.